It seems like you can't go a day without some YouTuber somewhere accusing the YouTube algorithm of being rigged against us small guys. But is that really the case? Can we actually pinpoint down what's rigged about the algorithm, and why does it seem like it's harder and harder to succeed on a platform? And I've been asked about my thoughts on the algorithm a lot because of my channel's personal position, seeing how in the past 7 years the channel has barely grown despite all that I have done for it, which kind of made many people put words in my mouth and say that I think that the algorithm is rigged because of it. And it's always something I didn't really feel like answering, because it's just almost impossible to tell if the algorithm is actually rigged, because we don't know what's going on there. We don't know the ins and outs of the algorithm, and we'll never know them unless someone just hacks into the Google servers and gets the source code for the algorithm. We just won't know. And can something that seems so, metaphysical and omnipresent even be rigged at all? Because at the end of the day, all the algorithm really is some code being ran on some YouTube server somewhere. And that code is designed to recommend stuff to you that you'd like to watch. And it simply just gathers data about what you like and gathers data around videos and just tries to match you up with them. Just think Tinder, but less cringy, I guess. Or more cringy, depending on how you look at it. However, we know there's more than that going on. How can you explain why there's so many amazing YouTubers out there who make great content and follow the YouTube rules and have proper SEO, yet still can't get the channel off the ground? Why don't videos that should be recommended to people who are interested in said topic aren't being recommended to them? Why are videos just not ranking for search terms even when they should be? And we probably all have our own stories of the algorithm recommending us some really dumb stuff, showing that it is really not perfect. Just today, on my homepage, I was recommended like 5 different videos from some Bulgarian YouTube channel that reviews laundry machines. Yeah, even though in all the years I've been watching YouTube, I've never watched anything laundry machine related, or anything that would give YouTube the idea that I even understand Bulgarian. Me and many others get videos that have nothing to do with our interests and just are so abstract and bizarre that you just think, why is this being recommended to me on my homepage? In the past few years, more of a narrative has formed surrounding exactly if the YouTube algorithm is rigged or not. And that comes down to the fact that we're being provided with a lot more information on, what the YouTube algorithm wants. And we're being just bombarded by all these YouTube gurus and like tips and advice from top creators on what exactly YouTube wants to see. But that just creates what's known as a survivor's bias, where only the stories of the successful are being, analyzed and celebrated, instead of the equally, if not more, helpful stories of channels that have failed. Because yes, successful channels have something in common, but smaller channels that also struggling a lot also do have a lot in common with them. Or at the same time, a lot of the channels that have failed may also have something important that we can study and learn from. But because of this survivor's bias, where we're just being bombarded by these big channels with information about how they just, grinded through it and just never stopped and persevered, and they just don't really know themselves how the channel grew so big, we don't get concrete answers, and instead we get just stuck with a narrative that may or may not be true. Because it's related to these big YouTubers, we kind of, are expected to trust it. And that's what makes it even harder to even judge if the algorithm is rigged or not, because there's just simply so much at play, which just results in the fact that the answer to if the algorithm is rigged or not is we may never know. We may never know what's going on behind the scenes there. We just can never really have enough samples of evidence to form a concrete picture of what exactly is the thing that is holding back so many channels, and what could be the reason for so many, let's just say, mediocre creators becoming more and more popular, while a lot of great creators are still being left with the leftovers. Not to mention that YouTube is for the most part a winner takes it all scenario. Because why should YouTube recommend your review of a product when it can recommend their review of the same product from a channel that has 10 or 20 or 30 million subscribers? Which just means that us small guys get left with almost no guidance onto what we can actually do. And that is kind of the tragic part, and it just creates so much uncertainty, but at the same time there's no real alternative. If YouTube revealed all that they want you to do to succeed on platform, then like, you know, everyone's channels would be exploding, and when everyone's trying to be famous, no one is. So yeah, is the algorithm rigged? We don't know, and we'll probably never know. We can guess, we can see what we know so far, but we just can never fully understand it and see if it's rigged. Those are just some of my thoughts on the YouTube algorithm, and if you're still here after such a depressing video, good for you. And hey, maybe even check out my channel's Patreon, which is going to be down in the video description below, because even $1 a month goes a long way in helping my channel and allows me to make way better videos and also videos on way more interesting topics. I'd also love for my Patreons, Gavin Burns, Ryan, LKB, Naomi Sushi, Tiffany Jacobs, and Wolfie. Thank you all so much. So down there you're also going to find our Discord server if you want to talk to me or others about this or whatever else really, and also our Amazon Associates links. And that's about it, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to subscribe, like, whatever, and I'll see you all in whatever I make next. Goodbye everyone. Goodbye.